Okay, hi Ian, welcome. We are on the first video in our biology revision for your end of year assessments, and this is all about chapter B1 and about cells. We're going to start off with eukaryotic cells, so that means all animal cells and all plant cells. Let's look at animal cells first. So you can see in this picture here that we've got a photo taken down a microscope showing human cheek cells at a magnification of 400 times. That means they appear to be 400 times larger than real life. This is what you would see if you could blow up an image to 400 times its original size. And you can see three basic parts here: the nucleus, the outer layer, which is the cell membrane, and the contents of the cell, which we refer to as cytoplasm. Now, not on this diagram and difficult to see down a light microscope, these cells also have structures called ribosomes and structures called mitochondria. Comparing that to plant cells, again, here is a plant cell. You can see that it's much larger than the animal cell, and it is also a eukaryotic cell because it has a nucleus. In our diagram here, we've labeled the cell membrane. Remember that plants have an extra layer of cellulose, making a cell wall that provides strength for the cell. Like the animal cell, it has a nucleus and a cell membrane. The cytoplasm is this pink stuff. It's not labeled on this diagram, and plant cells also have parts that animal cells do not have: chloroplasts and a large permanent vacuole. Remember, plants and animal cells will also have ribosomes and mitochondria because they are eukaryotic, and the reason we define them as eukaryotic is for the presence of a nucleus. Now, here are two diagrams showing an animal cell and a plant cell. I suggest you pause the video now and have a go. Can you identify the structures that are present in these cells? So pause the video, leave it on your screen, and just have a go in your mind, or write down the names of the words. Can you label these cells? Okay, hopefully you've had a good go at labeling these two different diagrams, and if you had done that correctly, then you would have labels as follows. I have made my boxes two colors. The boxes that are blue are parts that are common to both animal cells and plant cells, and the parts that are green are specific to plant cells. So notice on your plant cell diagram here, you've got three extra parts: cell wall on the outside, it's made of cellulose, it's for strength; chloroplasts, they contain chlorophyll, the green pigment that traps the sun's energy for photosynthesis; and a large permanent vacuole that's filled with cell sap. If we're learning the jobs of these parts of cells, the cell membrane controls what can go in and out of cells. The ribosome's job is to produce proteins, to make proteins. The nucleus contains your genetic material and is controlling the cell activities. Cytoplasm is where most of the chemical reactions that happen in cells take place, and mitochondria is the site of aerobic respiration, which is how cells release energy from glucose so they can go about doing what they do. Double check with yourself that you can recall both the names and the jobs of these parts of the cell.